Ionut Breb, When the Books Scared Me. When the books scared me, Ionut Breb.
How many of you are afraid of something? And how many of you are scared or were scared by something? Courage. Do you know really a person in your life on this earth that isn't afraid of anything and wasn't scared by anything? Mr. Contest Chair and my fellow courageous and fearless Toastmasters. There is a big difference between being afraid of something and being scared by something. Being afraid of something is like, let me explain with a short story. For several months, a young guy, while he was walking from his office to his home, he was passing a neighbor, and this neighbor had a dog, a crazy dog, a bulldog. And this little dog would chase our man each and every day and would chase him until our man got exhausted. And this happened for several months. And one day our young man said, enough, it's enough. Tomorrow when I will pass that neighbor, I will pick a brick and bust that dog in the head with the brick. And finish. Sure enough, the next day our young man came from his work and passed that neighborhood. Here that was. The small and angry dog starting to chase him. And he was barking, and our man, just out of instinct, he started to run and run and run. And all of a sudden he remembered what he promised himself yesterday and stopped, took a stone, faced the bulldog, and as he was getting closer to the dog, he realized that the dog didn't have any teeth. So the only thing that the dog could do is only to bark and scare him. And the dog was doing like, but that was it. And our man said, I was afraid of this dog. And me and you, many times, are afraid and run, scared and afraid by things that we believe will harm us. But being really scared on the other side, it's something different. How many of you were kids once? Okay. And how many of you were scared by your parents or your bigger brothers? Okay? But you see, you were scared by your parents. You were not afraid of your parents. Don't tell me you were afraid of your parents. But coming back to books, you know that after Laura, they are my second biggest love. Actually, when I got married, I had a few things on my name, under my property. First, it was a few hundred books that were stamped with my name, and recently Laura was under my name also. But this summer I was in a trip in the US for my doctoral studies, and I was scared by the books to the point of a heart attack. I arrived in this beautiful campus in Tennessee, and the days there were beautiful. The days were beautiful, but not the nights. The nights were kind of creepy. In the library building, there was a beautiful room filled with all the goodies that you can imagine. Coke cans, water, snacks, and many more food items. And I had observed that in my room, I do not have a fridge with all that goodies. And one night, I said to myself, let's go and grab some. So I faced the library building, going through the darkness of the campus, and all of a sudden, I started to think about America, Jack the Ripper, bears, wolves, and many more things. Because, you know, it's a strange feeling when you walk out in the darkness in an unknown place. So, a strange feeling of scaredness got into me. So I ran to the library building, I got there, and here there were thousands of books. Thousands of books. And that room that I was talking about was on the end of the hallway. So I went there, I filled my pockets with all the goodies, And I encouraged myself. I said, John, it's okay, you'll face this. But you know, in the library, it's very quiet. You have been in a library, I guess, right? But there was so much silence. If you believe that during the day it's a lot of silence in a library, I dare you, go in the library in the night by yourself. You will find out how silent is a library then. And it was that silent that I started to hear voices, book voices. Some of them speaking about leadership, some of them speaking about personalities and arts, and most scary, some of them speaking about me. I have never ran faster than that night. And I was facing the exit door and I heard a sound. I said, oh my God. If I'm going to die someday, that someday is today or tonight. Because I'm scared. But I ran to the dorm building, I jumped into my bed and said, here I'm safe. Just a few seconds later, something big and black was near my pillow. It was a book. It was my Bible. For the moment, I was scared, but right after that, I said, no, I'm not afraid of Bible as many people are. I'm not. So when I left the university, I was very scared by those books because this experience happened also in the following nights. And you can imagine that for the rest of my trip, I read only ebooks. And when I got into California, I ordered some books from Amazon, and I said, I will go with these books in Romania because somehow I will, go over the fear, the scaredness of these books. So I got into the airplane, and I said, here I am, I'm flying back to Romania. I didn't forget to think I will bring so many things to Romania. But when the flight attendant will say to us, please switch on your airplane mode, your smartphones or your cell phones, my phone rang, and it was my cousin. And my cousin said, John, you forgot something in my house. And I said, oh boy, what it is? It's my laptop? And she said, no, it's some books. And I said, you can keep them. But she said, no, they were screaming your name. Boy, even in the airplane, I got scared by the books.